Trading Day, September 24th, 2016. I've been looking for a turn, and that's a turn down, and it would be turned down and headed for a low for the primary cycle. I've had this date on the chart now for probably about 2 months, but October 24th, that was 18 weeks from the last primary cycle low. And as we've talked about many times, the actual date, we really got to look at a range. And in this case, it's the primary cycle low could be between October 3rd, week after next, to November 14th. And what we do, we look at the astros that have had a history of primary cycle lows around this date of October 24th. So we'll be putting that into the subscribers October report that kind of fine-tune this date. Longer term, we've got some other cycle, or let's call them longer term cycles, that are going to be hitting in October and early November. And we've also got the holy days, Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. And there's an old saying on Wall Street to sell Rosh Hashanah, which this year would be October 2nd, so let's say October 3rd, which is the Monday, and buy Yom Kippur. Then Yom Kippur would end on October the 12th. So that's, none of these things happen faithfully all the time, but looking back, there's been an average of a 0.5% decline, so probably not worth trading, and it's an average, so there'll be swings in the individual years. I look back at a couple of them, and there were some big ones in this period, kind of between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, and they've gone up to like 4% losses, so that type of thing would be traded, but we don't know going into it if we're going to have a big down or maybe closer to the average of 0.5%. Looking at the chart, we did to go down Monday, and the darker red lines are the Bradley your geocentric Bradley model. I talked about this before, and it's in section 9 in the subscribers report. So this would represent a change in trend. It don't always work, and so would this. So this date, the date close to it, is October the 18th. Now that's I'll bring this up in a minute. So that's that's what this is pointing to, and we've got to look at other astros to come up with an informed date for the bottom of this primary cycle. I had October 19th there. Well, that's interesting. That is the middle of October. I'm looking at heliocentric planets. They're not on the chart. The week of the 9th to the 15th, there is possible earthquake activity. This is not from a eclipse. We've recently seen some of the results of eclipses, and this is simply, well, not simply, this is hard aspects from the outer planets to Earth heliocentrically. They're heliocentric positions. So that's most of the week of the 9th to the 15th. So that could be affecting this 19th date here as well. So just be aware of of that one. That's all I'm going to say on this one. Thanks for listening.